I haven't vlogged for the whole day, so I'm sorry. It's night. It's late. We're at night. And I'm vlogging the night.
Vlogging the night.
When Simon and I brainstorm, we usually start with one of our projects. In here, I'm reading the article he wrote for this week. And meanwhile, he is listening to a video that I suggested that I think would help him make decisions. And after that, we have jumped on my project, and you've watched my videos and give me some feedback. So that's pretty much usually how we go around and work on our things. Sometimes we start with him, sometimes it's with me. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I really enjoyed those.
Non, t'as raison, je suis sûr qu'il y a de quoi de... Sophie a nous fait time-lapse. En fait, c'est juste que tu pourrais peut-être trouver comme... Tu pourrais juste trouver comme... Ok. I love you.
Like I said, I started vlogging very late today, so I don't have a lot of footage for today's vlog. But something I would say interesting happened yesterday between Gabe and I, where we had almost a fight, but it wasn't
An argument.
An argument, yeah, we had an argument. And I wish, when we had the argument, I wish that I was filming it. I know it's weird, but I wish somebody was filming us without us knowing, because I think it shows how we resolve our argument quite fast and in a very healthy way. I would really like to share this with you, and Gabe is up for it, so yeah. Do you want to start with how the argument started?
Initially, yesterday was supposed to be, let's shop for a coat and then hang out at a cafe. We managed to shop for a coat, but it lasted like
the whole day,
the whole afternoon.
Yeah.
But then when we found the cafe to go to, I was in the mood for reading and she was in the mood for writing, like we said we would. But then she wanted to talk about
our future.
Our future.
Yeah.
Which is a recurring conversation that we have from time to time, because we like having this kind of discussion and making sure we're aligned for goals. And so I was not entirely into having conversation about our future and all that. Mm-hmm. And I immediately saw that Sophie was kind of bummed about it. And we just, the conversation never happened, or like it was very shallow.
I closed the conversation quite fast, and he felt that I was upset.
Yeah.
But at first I didn't want to talk about it.
Since I can't have a discussion with her right now on that subject, I might as well just tell how I feel. Start sharing that the way she closes the conversation really is something I don't appreciate, because it always makes me feel like I'm a failure,
like
or
you did something wrong.
Like I did something wrong. So like she has expectation, I'm not meeting them, but I don't know what these expectation are. Yeah. So I feel like it's just a lose-lose situation for me. And that's what I shared with her, pretty much.
And so the fact that you shared this with me, I realized that this is not actually what's happening inside of me. That's not why I'm not happy with the conversation. The main reason was, for me, and I only realized that when he shared with me how he felt about it, is that when I want to do something with someone, especially with Gabe, since it's about us and our future together and we're a couple, I want him to be 100% in it. And when I feel like he doesn't feel like it, I just don't want to do it, you know? For me, doing something halfway through is not worth it. And I felt when he said, okay, let's talk about it, that he wasn't actually, he was tired, he didn't feel like it. And that's why for me, this is not going to happen, because I rather wait and do it in a couple of days or the next day or whatever, than do it halfway. We have a weird light. Then do it halfway. And And when I shared that with him, I also realized something else, which was that basically I felt like we were doing a lot of what he wanted to do. The couple, we together as a couple, we're doing a lot of what Gabe wants us to do, and we were not so much doing what I wanted us to do. Then I realized the reason why I was so pissed that we didn't talk about what I wanted us to talk was not because he was not into it, because I can understand sometimes you want to talk about something or do something and the other person just is not there, and that's all right. But I felt like every time I was asking something, it was, oh no, or oh no, I don't feel like it, and part of it is because I didn't ask more, and part of it is because I didn't feel like I had the place to ask more. He's such a nice guy. He's not like the guy who's go, oh, I'm taking all the place or anything like that. It's just that indirectly this imbalance built up in our relationship, and without both of us really knowing that it was happening, you know, sometimes things happen and you don't realize that one partner is taking more place than the other one, and that's how I felt. And then I realized that while I was talking to him about it, I didn't even think about it before.
It's something I felt like she says, oh, you take too much space and all of that. And I'm like, well, you don't take any space sometimes, so it's not that I want to overcompensate, but maybe that's like an effect of what's happening, you know?
Yeah.
So I just told her, like, I care about you, and doing stuff that you want is really important for me. You need to share that with me because I'm not in your head.
Yeah.
But then she told me, well, I didn't even know, like, I was not conscious about that stuff until I brought it up by sharing.
Like right now.
Yeah. So
at that
like,
moment, yeah.
So like, I think the takeaway from this is that sharing your feeling is something very powerful, and it can not only solve problems, but it can actually help people
resolve them before it becomes a real problem.
Understand themselves,
yeah.
to prevent
Yes, that's true.
problems from happening in the beginning.